Good morning, guys. I have something in my eye. I have something in my eye. So, today's video. Um, today's video is pretty interesting because I couldn't sleep last night, and I was up, and I was just like, I just want to watch something, um, just something. So I went onto Hulu and I found Lizzo show called Big Girls when she's out there looking for big girl dancers and stuff like that. And baby, they were serving, it was a giving. But I noticed this one character. This I'm not gonna call her character, but this one contestant named I think it was Jasmine or something like that. And Jasmine, she really stood out to me in a way that annoyed me because she was one of the girls that, it had to be about her. She genuinely was not happy for anybody else. And you could pretty much see it like when the other girls won, like, like that bitch award or the juice award or something like that. It was just like, hmm, hmm. And then she went into this whole ego attack. I think on the second award, the second time the girls had a chance to like win the award. Oh, child, she's shaking. So the second time, the girls had a chance to win an award. She went straight ego, baby. She was like, I don't need an award to tell me that I'm the best, to tell me that I'm not big, to tell me I got the juice because I got it. And if you already got it, then you don't. And it was like, it's all in good fun to win an award. Like, why are you being like? She was just the fun sucker out of the group. Like she overtalked people. She had a nasty attitude. Like she did so much, and it was like, why are you such a negative Nancy? Like I don't get it. Like why are you such a negative Nancy? Why are you such a negative Patty? Like all these girls is doing is dancing and having fun and trying to live their best life, so they could go on tour with Lizzo and twerk on the stage with Lizzo. And then, basically, when they start to get into like the little personal stories, she was basically saying how, she had two daughters and well, she never had like a supportive mother in her life, and that allowed, all this other stuff. Basically, she lacked leadership from a parental figure, and she's trying to, she had kids, she stopped living her life to focus on her kids, and now she's getting back into the flow and everything like that. So I've noticed it's this thing where most people, where they lack some type of like leadership, and it could be from anybody. Like it can literally be from a job, it could be from your house, it could be from school. So when you lack like leadership, foundation, stability, dominance, or something that you never really got as a child or even as a teenager, you grow up pretty much trying to chase that thing. And most of the time when you have kids, you tend to just put it on your kids. Like, well, my parent never did this, so I'm going to do this with my children. So it's like, to say like if you always got, a beating or whatever. And, when you said, when I, have children, I'm not going to beat them. And that's great. Like you got to look at things and say, how did it shape me? How did it make me? Like most people, and this is really, really true. Most people will use their traumas as like the woe is me, like, oh well, my mom was never there for me, so that's why I have a nasty fucking attitude. And it's like, these are all learning lessons in life. Like, okay, your mother or your father, your grandmama, whoever raised you was never mentally or physically there for you. Got it. But now as an adult that you've known these things, you have to take a step back and say, what was that life lesson for me to learn, that I had to learn and grow from? You have to learn and grow how to be accountable and dependable on yourself, because you never had that person to be accountable and dependable on. Get that? That's like when you grow up with somebody that don't teach you anything about like self-love, self-care. As you get older, you have to teach yourself self-love, self-care. I come first, and this and that. And most of the time, when you grow up and you don't really have a strong foundation, a strong background in self-love, self-care, it's because whoever raised you, your foundation, your upbringing, it was never taught, it was never looked at. You could have had really like codependent parents, or very narcissistic parents. It could have been woe is me parents, just all these different things. And the fact that and it just kind of I don't want to say blew me, because she was one of those girls that had a problem with everybody in the house. Okay, she had a problem with everybody in the house. And I remember when they was talking about, it was a challenge that they was gonna have to do, and they had to bring out like their inner diva, and she was not letting these girls get a word in. It was like she was so bossy, she wanted to overshine. It was like she just wanted to overtalk them, she wanted to overstep her boundaries, and the girls pretty much called her out on it. It was like, you're overstepping your boundaries, like you're being bossy. And she was like, well, and she tried to like use her dance background and all this other stuff, and they like, but bitch, we all dancers in here. Like, she was like, yeah, but and she always tried to make herself seem higher. She was one of those girls that definitely hit below the belt and loved to belittle, and she wants to, while she's doing that, in her mind, it makes her seem higher. And those are the type of people that you gotta watch out for, because those are people who are truly and deeply hurt internally. But I do love the fact that she said, something along the lines of, I need to internalize and figure out why I feel the way I feel, that y'all speaking, y'all, what y'all saying, and like, why does it bother me? Like, like I need some time to myself to rationalize and to think about this and to see the picture of like why. And half the time she's one of those people that, and one of the girls that, girl, I wanted to drop kick her. Like, she was so cute, but when she spoke her truth or whatever, once the girl went into this woe is me, everybody is against me, I need to shut down, and I need to be in this role. I need to be in this character, like the woe is me, have everybody look at me, have everybody feel sorry for me. And the girl that spoke her truth against her was just like, I'm sorry. And I wanted to just like punch her and be like, bitch, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Don't you ever apologize for what you say and how you feel, because at the end of the day, that's how you felt, and that's what you said in the moment. If it's what you feel, don't ever apologize it because the next person taking it the way that they're taking it, the way that somebody else take your word ain't got shit to do with you. If it's hitting them internally to the point where they talk about, I have to rationalize and take a few days to figure out what's going on and why does it feel like that. Yes, you should be like, well, you should. Well, you should. Because if you ask 100 people in a room the same question about you, and they all give the same response, obviously it's true. Okay, like, obviously it's true. And, like I said, I've definitely been, the one where I'm just authentically me. Like, for one, I want to say, don't y'all ever apologize or feel bad for being authentically y'all. From sun up to sun down. Don't y'all ever feel bad for being authentically y'all, because y'all who y'all are for a reason. And if you feel like people are conspiring against you, people are always out to get you, most likely some people are. If you feel like people are always competing with you, most likely they are. If you feel like people are always, talking behind your back, most likely they are. And what I have to learn is like, I am the threat. whether people want to admit it or not, because that's when the ego kick in. So the ego's like, well, you're not a threat. I do more to you. And like, you are the threat, because at the end of the day, people got to bring you down. And my whole thing is, don't talk shit about me behind my back. Talk shit about me in front of my face. So therefore, when I give my reply, then it is what it is, and you feel how you feel, because at the end of the day, if you can dish it, then you can take it right the fuck back. And that's the energy that I'm in. Don't talk shit about me. Don't laugh in my face or be all cute in my face, hey, what's up, but then you walk away and you want to pop shit behind my back. It don't work that way, because me, I'm the type of bitch that I'm gonna say, watch your fucking mouth, because I know you out there popping that shit. So if you want to pop that shit where I can hear you, so therefore you can get my reply in your face. Because if you pop your shit behind my back, like, and I'm the type, and now, you know, I used to definitely be the type that's like, oh, they talking about me. Why are they talking about me? Now I'm just like, well, thank you, God, for allowing these people to talk about me. Thank you for allowing them to see me as the highlight and topic of majority of their fucking day while we're here. Thank you for allowing, you know, me to see what an impact and what a success and how important I am in the days, in the lives of these people. And it's been times where, you know, people talk shit about me for hours and hours and hours on, and it's like, damn, like, is it, can I, do y'all stop taxes when talking to me and talking about me and stuff like that? Like, you know, now I'm just in the energy where I am grateful for it. Like, you want to talk crap about me, baby, I am grateful for it. Continue to talk, because that shows your true colors, and that shows that you ain't shit. And that shows that, you know, at the end of the day, I'm the highlight of your day, and I'm glad to be the highlight of your day, because somebody got to be the highlight of your day, because obviously you're not the highlight of your own day, because you see me as a threat, you see me as intimidating, you see me as higher success, and you see me as the target that you have to bring down. And when you have people like that that's out to get you in that way, nothing good happens for them. You know, because everything is with an intent, a not so good intent behind it. You talk shit about people, it's not so good intent behind it. So for me, if you see that I've pulled back from you, it's because I know the shit that you're doing. I don't have to be in your face or talk to other people to know. I spiritually pick it up. I can pick it up. I'm in tune with what the fuck you're doing. I know how you move. I watch how you move. You understand what I'm saying? It's no reason why, you know, all your eyes is on me. It's no reason why, you know, and when I say all your eyes is on me, it's all your eyes on me in the good, and it's all your eyes on me in the bad. When you watch me, and you're watching the moves that I make, I'm intimidating to you. And your thing is, you got to be better than me. But being better than me isn't being better than me. Being better than me is being a weaker version of yourself, because you're in competition with yourself, because I, for one, am not competing with you. Never have, never will. I'm not competing with you, so you are competing with yourself. You are competing with that shadow side that I am mirroring back to you. You need to feel important. You need to feel the best. You need to feel A1. I don't need that, because at the end of the day, I know I'm important. I know I'm A1. I know that whatever I do, I'm the best at what I do. And I got the accolades to fucking prove it, okay? I got the accolades to fucking prove it. So I don't need to brag about it, what I, you know, the good shit that I do, and all my accomplishments and stuff like that. I don't need to brag about it, because at the end of the day, I already know. I don't need the trophy to tell me that I'm the best. Baby, I already know I'm the best. So I don't need that trophy that's going to say, you're the best. And then I'm like, woo, I'm the best. It's like, bitch, I've been knew I was the best, okay? This is the reason why I got the fucking trophy. They like, you got the trophy. Like, yeah, I got the trophy. Like, but I don't need to brag about it, though, because that's very egotistical to brag about it. It's like you need something to compensate for something that you're lacking. So, you know, but like I said, when you do not have a strong sense of leadership in your life, you know, especially if it's like from a parental figure, a mom, a dad, a grandma, grandpa, and stuff like that, and all that, you tend to use your wounds as woe is me. You tend to use your wounds as um, trauma bonds. You tend to use your wounds to get what you want, to get the attention that you never received, and that's very manipulative and narcissistic. You know, so I tend to notice people like that, and when they say, "Well, this happened to me," so I can grow, I can be disrespectful. You have to have accountability for yourself. Yeah, what happened to you as a child is not your fault because you are a child. But when you become of age, you have to take accountability for your actions and how you treat other people, because you're gonna run into people that don't give a fuck about the what was me. That don't give a fuck about my mommy and my daddy ain't never loved me, and they ain't never was there, they never showed up to any of my games. They don't care. They're gonna look at you as you're an adult. You're an adult now. Why are you still stuck on what your mama and your daddy ain't never done? You got kids. You're probably married. So what are you talking about? Like right now, like, so what are you really talking about? And it's like you sometimes have to be that mirror, or you sometimes have to be that wall that those people typically run into for them to see it. And you know, when you are consistently using that, and once somebody gives you that realization, like, oh well, you're consistently saying this, you're consistently doing that, and this is how it's making people feel, that's your time to go within and say, why do I do these things? Why do I act the way that I act towards people? You understand what I'm saying? Why do I feel like I need to be bigger and better than these people? Why do I feel like I need to be in competition with these people? Why do I feel like I need that job? Why do I feel like I need to move there? Why do I feel like I need to be head cheerleader? Why do I need to feel like I need to be captain on the basketball team? Like, can I just be a good ass player? Like, no. Why do I feel like I need to be the best dancer? Do you know that you're the best dancer, or do you need proof that you're good, that you're one of the best dancers? Like, do you physically need proof? Do you need word of mouth? Do you need awards? Do you need any type of accolades? Anything that's materialized that says you are the best, you are number one, or is it something that you already know? Because knowing and needing to know is two different things. It's one is intuition, and the other one is like it's all like 3D based. You understand what I'm saying? That's like saying you're happy and knowing you're happy. You can say you're happy all the fuck you want, but baby, inside, that internal conflict inside is bad, okay? That internal conflict inside has got you jammy whammy, okay? Now, knowing you're happy and feeling like you're happy, two different happies, okay? People who know that they're happy and it shows that they're happy don't need to tell you that they're happy. Versus people that said, I'm angry, and people that show that they're angry. Two different angries, okay? It's two different angries. You can clearly see that person is angry, and this person is just saying that they're angry, but their actions don't actually match their words. So, are you really angry, or do you just want attention? Like me, I'm just in the drawback stage, baby. When I tell you, I have been just like I said, if you know me and you've been around me and you see that I have been pulled back from you, like I'm not giving you my energy, I'm not talking to you no more, it's because I already know that you a shady fucking person, and I already know that you're popping shit about me, so therefore I'm not going to intertwine my good energy, essence, and aura with your shady, nasty shit. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna smile in my face and then talk shit behind my back. It's either you gonna be for fucking for real, or you gonna be for fake. And that for fake shit is what I'm leaving in the back. Okay, we are not doing that. Okay, we are not doing that. And I don't care how people feel. People can sit up here and say, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Put your hand on the motherfucking Bible and say, when you walk out this motherfucking door, that you won't get hit by no goddamn car. You understand what I'm saying? People won't do that. People won't do that because they know what it is. And me, I'm the type of person, at this point, I'm cursing and calling everybody the fuck out. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I don't have a relationship with you. Like, people feel like, oh, we got this bond, we got this relationship. Bitch, it's not signed in blood. It's not fucking notarized. It's not signed by a goddamn lawyer or anything. We ain't go before the judge. It's just word of motherfucking mouth. It's just, you cool, I'm cool, we cool. But bitch, now we uncool because you the op now. So now I gotta watch out for you while still maintaining my coolness. And, you know, and one thing about me, if you know, you personally know me, you know that I am like this magical being, you know? Like, I love the fact that I can literally change the energy of the room just with my presence. You understand what I'm saying? I've witnessed it happen. I've witnessed people going from being sad to being happy around me. You understand what I'm saying? I've witnessed from people going from being happy to being scared. I remember one day I came to work, and so I was working like an overnight job, and I was just not in the mood. I didn't want to call out, and I was just like, you know, like I don't want to call out because I don't want to stay home. So let me go to work, but while I'm at work, let me just break off and do my own thing and work in my own little corner and just be with myself. And when I got to work, if you know me, you know that I'm the goofball. Like, I love to joke, I love to laugh, I love to sing, I love to dance. Like, I am the energy. And when I got there, I was just like, I'm not with the shit. Like, I'm not with it. I told my manager, I was like, listen, I'm not feeling good right now. I'm not in the best energy. So I'm going to just go off and break off and do my own thing. And then my friend at the time, him and I do this thing where we, bicker every shift. Like, if you know us to always go back and forth. You know us to always bicker. You know us to always have these little arguments and stuff, like brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And that's something that we did. And when I told him, like, I said, I'm not in the mood. I'm going to go off. I'm going to do my thing. I said, you know, just give me my time. Leave me alone. Let me just do my thing. And it was a complete shock to him because he don't know. He don't know this person. He like, who that? Like, him and other people was like, what do you mean? They was like, yo, who we gotta pull up on, because this is not you. And I was like, you know, at the end of the day, I like to just get in my mood. When I'm in my mood, I like to feel my emotions. I like to go through my emotions, and then I like to release it and whatever. So, you know, and it was sometimes where my friend at work, you know, and him in good spirit trying to cheer me up, I had an outburst to him, cussed him out, baby. I done cussed him out. And I know he probably felt like, damn, even sometimes he said it like, damn, I ain't even do nothing to you. And it's like, but I'm telling you ahead of time that this is how I feel, so leave me alone and give me my time. And you're, continuously annoying me by asking me questions, by not giving me my space, by not respecting my boundaries and my, and all these other things. So therefore, you go and catch the smoke. Like, you go and catch some of this smoke too, because you're annoying me. And sometimes you have to, express how you feel to people, because that's how they're going to learn. Like, if you don't express how you feel, how is anybody going to learn anything about you and your boundaries and when to back the fuck off and when to approach and stuff like that? So we had, that was a situation. And like I said, when I walk into the place, the energy, the vibe that I bring, it changes. Either you're going to laugh or you're going to be like, what's wrong with you? And it's nothing to draw attention to me. Like I said, I'm that person. Sometimes I'm in my emotions. I'm going through my emotions, and I just want to be one with my emotions. I just want to take that time to internalize it and to feel why, who, what, when, where, why, and how. And for most people, when they normally don't see you that way, it can either one trigger people or it can raise some type of concerns in people and stuff like that. So I understand. I get it. I get it. I'm that vibrant energy that people are always happy to see up and, vibrant and stuff like that. And I love it. But sometimes we can't be vibrant and up all the time. Life get life in, and things happen, and we have to learn how to deal with the emotions that we are dealt with, and which is why I love it. But I also do love the fact that I am an individual. I do love the fact that I am out there. I do love the fact that I am original, and I do love the fact that I am authentically me, and which makes people not like me, because it's like I don't fit into this conformed group of, or this conformed, section of what they consider normal, or what they consider whatever the fuck they consider in their mind. And I'm not here to please you. Just like I tell people, like, if I'm gonna be top seller at work, it's not for a company. It's not, never, ever, ever for the benefit of a company. It's for the benefit of myself. I am proving something to myself, which happens to benefit the company in the same run. But it's not for them. It's really not for them. It's for me. It's for me to see how high I can plateau. And then once I hit that plateau, I'm like a motherfucking bow and arrow. I pull the fuck back because I done reached over my damn peak. So therefore, I don't need to go over this because I've already went over it, okay? So now, it's like climbing a ladder. It's like, ascending up a ladder and then descending back down to continue to do your work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I climbed up the ladder. I fixed the roof. The roof is good. The roof is amazing. It's brand new. It's good. They're good to go. Now it's time for me to get my ass back down and continue to do what the hell I do. I got another job I gotta go to and do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to cut the grass after I do the roof. Like, I might have to, start the driveway. The work on the driveway. I might have to start some work in the house. I might have to work on some plumbing. It's like I climbed up the ladder to fix the roof. I fixed the roof. Now I'm climbing back down to accomplish another thing of mine, another task, another job, like another something of mine. And like I said, when most people see you as a threat, that's when you become the bullseye. Like, you become the bullseye. Like, you become that target. And you have to be mindful of your surroundings, because these people would watch you. They would watch the things you do, and then they would talk about it. They would look at your movement. Bitch, don't calculate me, because I'm not fucking predictable. Okay? I'm not fucking predictable. So watch your fucking step, because you're going to fall right into a booby trap. You're going to fall right into a booby trap if you're not fucking careful. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you watch yourself. Don't wreck yourself. Don't wreck yourself trying to be something that you're not. And even when it came to me, I never had strong leadership. Oh, well, thank you. I never had strong leadership, but I never used the woe is me. Whoa, nobody did this for me. No, whoa, nobody did that for me. If I did it internally to myself. But I never projected that out on other people. I never put that on other people. I never said, hey, my mother's codependent, so this is why I act the way I act. Hey, I have a narcissist stepfather. This is why I act the way I act. This was my upbringing. I have toxic siblings. Most of my sisters are toxic. Most of my brothers ain't shit. Majority of my brothers ain't shit. This is why I act the way I act, and this is why I do the things that I do. I never once projected that on people. I've always told people my story, but I never played the woe it's me. Because at the end of the day, it's not other people's burdens to carry. I am not nobody else's burdens to carry. I am my own self to carry. So if you're looking for somebody to pick you up and carry you, you're not going, where you going? Where you think you're going? Okay. But where you think you're going? Because you're not going to get nowhere. People going to pick you up and they're going to drop the hell out of you. because you're looking for that person that's going to liberate you, that's going to take you up, that's going to make you feel some type of way. And it's like I said, when I was watching that Lizzo thing, it was one girl on there. Her name was Ariana. I want to say her name was Ariana. Beautiful girl. But what I loved about her was, she said she had things within herself, like eating disorders and all this other stuff. Like she never saw her, like, even though she's physically beautiful and she's beautiful to the eyes of people, because when I saw her, I said, she's beautiful. She said, I know that in the eyes of others, I am beautiful. She said, but to myself, I am not beautiful. And that's something that I've always dealt with. I've always dealt with not being beautiful enough to me not feeling beautiful enough, not what somebody else. She's like, because beauty is behind is in the eyes of the beholder. So of course, I can walk past any man and they can say that I'm beautiful, but do you feel beautiful to yourself? And if you don't feel beautiful to yourself, then that's the time where you need to internalize that and say, why? What about me makes me not feel beautiful? And that's where you need to come to terms with what you think isn't beautiful is actually what you like. I have back rows, baby. I have back row side fat, and one of my best friend, and he get on my nerves for this. Like, he would come and stand right next to me and just squeeze my side fat. And I'm just, sometimes, like, I'll let him squeeze my side fat because it gives him joy, it gives him pleasure. Like he likes squeezing my side fat for some reason. And sometimes when I don't want to be bothered, I'm like, get the fuck off of me. Don't squeeze my motherfucking side fat. Like, move the hell. Like, why are you here? It's like, why are you here? Why are you here? And, and that when we start our little thing back and forth again, it's like, I start with him, you start with me, but it's like brother and sister, but it's always in good fun. Like, like we always make sure we laugh at that, and we always, it's nothing heavy or, like toxic or anything and stuff like that. It's like we've been here before in a past life, and I remember it was a while ago. I don't know if I read something. I think I've read something, and it was telling me like about like my, it was like astrological and stuff like that, and it was like you would meet your soul brother at work, and I was like, I truly believe that's my soul brother. Like, I truly believe that he was my brother in another life, and we bickered, we went back and forth because the day we met, from the time we met, the time we started working together, we started to bond, okay? We bonded like I don't know what. Like, we can't even tell you our first conversation. Like, like, I can't even tell you what was the first word I said to this man if it wasn't hey or hello or, good night. Because we worked overnight. Like the first full-on conversation, we can't tell you what it was. We can't. Like, I've known this man for literally 5 years, and I can't tell you what the first conversation was. He can't tell you neither. You understand what I'm saying? But we have that bond that, we could curse each other out, but we can get over it at the same time because we know it's jokes, and we know, like, it's just fun and it's not serious, and that's just what it is. But never be scared to be unapologetically you. If you notice you're around a lot of toxic people that do toxic things, that say toxic things, eliminate yourself from that energy. Pull yourself back from that. Why are you still around that energy? What is it doing for you besides draining you? What is that energy doing for you besides draining you? It's draining you. It's not doing anything amazing for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I've been the person that's always been other females or other people's target in a way of she don't look the way I look, so why are the guys so into her? You know, I'm skinny. I have long weave. I'm, always got my nails popping. I wear makeup. I got a nice little body. I do this. I do that. And then it comes to me, and it's like, well, she's bigger. She, look at that. She don't wear no heels. She don't wear no dresses. She's always in sweatpants and goddamn Uggs, and she just looks very chillaxed every day. But why is everybody flocking to her? Why do everybody like her? Cause bitch, I'm being me. And that's why they like me, because I'm not trying to put on a show to catch their attention. I'm not. It's if you like me, you like me, and if you don't, you fucking don't. And most people will compete with what they are lacking. So take that into advice. Most people will compete with what they are lacking. So if you feel like people are competing with you, or people are competing with you, then it's your turn. It's for you to take a step back and be like, damn, they lacking something, baby, because these motherfuckers see me as the motherfucking, they the bull and I'm the red, like I'm the fucking bullseye, like I'm the motherfucking target on the bow and fucking arrow, like these people see me as the ultimate threat, and baby, I am happy, because if this don't teach you self-work, if this don't trigger you to go in and figure out, baby, you gonna be trying to figure it out for the longest time, okay? And like I said, don't allow situations that you've had or that you've been in, sabotage you. Don't become a self-sabotager in life. I became a self-sabotager in life in certain things, and I've learned from it, because I had to descend in order to ascend. So you have to go down in order to go up. So God will allow you to hit your rock bottom in order for you to rise up. In order for you to rise up. I have a phoenix rising on me. I didn't even notice that. Like, I was looking at myself this morning, just in the camera, I was just looking at myself, I was just like, And I've noticed that I have a phoenix rising on me. And rise from the ashes, baby. You rise of the fuck up. And it's so amazing to know that, yeah, we all go through different things. We all from different parts of the world. We all go through different things in life. But at the end of the day, if you're not here to better yourself, if you're not here to learn from, the mistakes of your family, your foremothers, and your forefathers and stuff like that, the ones before you, and you want to continuously repeat these cycles, then you're just passing them on to your children, and then your children are getting infected with this disease that you're spreading through them, because that's what it is. It's a toxic disease that you're spreading through them. So your children are being infected with this disease that you just won't get out of your body. You won't get out of your body. It's like it's embedded in your system, and you're just passing it on to your children, and your children, and your children. And so gonna break the cycle. Like, it's it's no one's job to make you feel good but yourself. Like, I feel like a lot of people, and even I've done this, before, go out there and you look for other things to make you happy, whether it's another job, whether it's hobbies, whether it's other people, whether it's substance, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, sex, whatever it is, being in a gang because they love you, you know what I'm saying? It's like you go out there and you continuously look for something that's going to make you feel good. It's like that high that you get. It's like that numbness that you chase, and it's like that numbness comes from self-worth. That feeling of feeling good come from self-work, come from self-realization, knowing who you are and where you're going, knowing that this happened, for me and not to me. Like, the things that I had to endure as a child or as a teenager was for me to grow. It was for me to you know, look outside of the look beyond the perimeters of the box, you know. For like people who were, you know, sexually assaulted, you know, one of your missions in life can be to open up an organization and speak out about that. Help other people, help children who's either going through it and not telling people, or who's went through it and they don't know how to open up. It can be to open up a safe house. If you've been a woman who, or a man, either or, who's continuously been abused throughout life by, you know, people that you thought loved you. You know, maybe you were female and every guy you got with, or men in general, just always physically, mentally, emotionally, and verbally abuse you. And they are, you know, very, you know, toxic towards you. Maybe you should, you know, really open up a safe house for women to grow and conquer and to get back on track and to know that they are better than what they've been through, and that this is a learning lesson. What did they learn from it internally? Like, what was the lesson behind it? To stand your ground, to know that you can overcome any obstacles that was thrown at you, that you're not a punching bag for somebody, that you are good enough, that people do love you, people do care about you, you are a great woman, you are a great mother, you are a great friend, you can be this, you can be a successful doctor, you can't, you know, it's like take what you've been through and use it to help others. If you were on drugs, open up some type of, you know, group where you help other people, you know, overcome their addictions. You understand what I'm saying? It could be a rehab. It could just be a group where people just come and talk and everybody feels good. They feel good about coming in. They feel good about healing. They feel good about getting their life back on track. You know what I'm saying? If you were homeless, flip that into a business. Well, you know, I know what it's, you know, tell yourself this. Tell yourself, you know what it's been like to be out there on the streets and not to have. So let me go and help other people who I know for a fact, because you got people that, you know, just different things in life. But you got people that's on the street that don't want help, and you got people that's on the street that wants help but don't know how to get it, and no one is helping them because of how they look, and people just brushing them off like, nah, don't talk to me. No, don't talk to me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. And it's like at the end of the day, God could switch a switch, and that can be you, and you could be out there begging for help from people. So, you understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to use what you've been through in order for you to grow, but for you to also help other people. It's like each one teach one. It's like when you make it to the top, you reach down and you grab somebody else to come up, and then they reach down and grab somebody else to come up, and then they reach down until the last person is there. You understand what I'm saying? It's different, but like I said, everybody isn't going to see it on that mental capacity. Everybody isn't going to see it on that level. People are still going to use their triggers and their traumas to manipulate people. Oh, you know, nobody loved me growing up, and you just like my mom, you just like my dad. No, bitch, you just like your mom, you just like your dad, because your parents ain't show you love, and you ain't showing yourself any love. So who's who? I can't love you if you don't know who you are. Like, how can I love you if you don't even know, if you don't even love the little things about you that makes you imperfect? You understand what I'm saying? If you don't even love the things about you that you don't even think is beautiful, so how can I look at you and say you are the love of my life when you can't even look at you and tell yourself that you're the love of your life? How does that make sense? How you want to have a man who's a millionaire, but you sitting up here not trying to do nothing, not trying to do nothing with yourself? I just want a guy that's gonna take care of me. You want a guy that's gonna take care of you, and then when shit falls and shit cracks, and then the relationship breaks and all this other shit, you out on your ass with no place to go. So in your mind, this is what you gonna do, right? Your mind, you gonna use a baby trap, right? To secure a bag. But wouldn't it be crazy if he flipped the script on you and took you to court for custody, got custody, and made you pay child support? Wouldn't that be crazy? You try to do it to him and he flipped the script and do it to you? Baby, you understand what I'm saying? Like, things work in such miraculous way. So if you are coming across people who, they didn't have a good foundation, they didn't have a good, leadership, they don't have good stability in their life. And it could be with money too. Like, right? Say if your parents were fucked up with money, right? Your parents, they had the worst connection with money, and then you started having even worse connection with money. Your thing is, let me pull back, let me see where this money is going, let me just delete, cancel, refocus, regroup, re-strategize. And like I said, stability could be in any aspect of life. Stability could be in any aspect of life, however you see stability, and it's not just money. Stability is in any aspect of your life. It could be just with yourself, being stable within self, knowing self, grounding self, working on self, healing self, being stable in your words, being stable in your actions. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're a person who's always off and on, hot and cold, it's like, stabilize. Either you want to be off or you want to be on. You can't be off and on. It ain't gonna work. What you gonna do? What you gonna do today? What you gonna do today? You gonna be off or you want to be on? You gonna be hot or you gonna be cold? Well, what's happening? What's happening? So it's like you have to, address the things that goes on within yourself. Mommy issue, daddy issue, especially like the whole Will and Jada thing. Will's chasing a woman that don't want him. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes people chase that need of approval from other people so much that they forget themselves. You don't need the approval from other people. If other people don't look at what you do and see it in the way you see it, perfect. If they weren't meant to. They were not meant to. And it's like most people have mommy issues, most people have daddy issues, and all these other traumatic, things that happen to them in life. Maybe you were told you weren't smart. Maybe you was told you wasn't beautiful. Maybe you told you weren't, sexy enough or attractive enough. Maybe you were told, you wanted to start a business and somebody told you, no, then ain't nobody gonna buy from your business. Why would somebody want to buy from you? Who you? What makes you think you so special? That once people project that ounce of doubt, that ounce of insecurity from themselves, and they project it onto you, is because they see that you are going to be successful at something that they can never be successful at, because they do not have the backing behind it. And you do. Other people will see you and see, oh, that person is going to be successful in life, or that person is going to be a billionaire, or that person is going to be a millionaire, or that person is going to be a game changer. So let me shoot them down. Let me get them down while they still on, they still on the floor. So let me shoot them down let me shoot them flat before they get up there. Because when they get up there, I can't vibrate with them. I cannot elevate with them because I'm down here. They're up here. It's going to be, and it's like you got to watch out for those people, because those people are out to sabotage you in any type of way. But those people are going to be the same people that, it's like if you have a parent and your parents tell you, oh, you're never going to be nothing in life, your business is going to flop, your business ain't never going to do good, or something like that in life, and you start a business and your business skyrocket. Those are going to be the same motherfuckers that's going to be sitting there like this. Oh, can I get some money? Oh, can you take me on the trip? Oh, what about a house? It's not your job. And I said this in another video. It's not your job to financially support anybody in your family if it's not your child that's underage or yourself. It's not your job to buy your mama a house. It's not your job to buy your daddy a house. It's not your job to buy your mama a car. It's not your job to buy your daddy a car. If you know that it's from the heart, and your parents worked their ass off and they were supportive and they was there for you, and they, that's your inspiration, that's your reason of being, who you are, and they gave you that thrive, and they sacrificed so much to get you in this position, and great, amazing, they helped you get to who they helped you to get to the level where you are. But if you have those toxic ass people, those manipulative, narcissistic ass people in your life that always shoot you down, and then when they see a beneficial moment for them, they want to come running in, it's your job to leave they ass where they at. If I got off my ass and created something, you can get off your ass and create something too. I'm not taking care of you. It's not my job to put you in a house. It's my job to put me in a house. It's not my job to pay for you to go on vacation. It's my job to pay for me to go on vacation. It's not my job for me to buy you a car. It's my job to buy me a car. And sometimes you gotta stop looking to, take care and nurture those fuckers who ain't nurture you the way you needed to be nurtured. No. Sometimes you gotta be selfish for yourself. If you give all your wealth away, if you give all your light away, if you give all your love away, what the fuck else do you got? You burnt out. You give all your good advice away, what you got? You burnt out. It's like you can't burn yourself out. You can't, because these people ain't going to burn themselves out for you. They're going to look out for themselves. They want to sabotage you. They want you to look out for them, and then they not look out for you. And then when they have to look out for you, it's always some bitching and nagging. Why I gotta do that? Why I gotta do this? But bitch, I did that shit for you, and I ain't complained about it. So keep your mouth shut and don't act. And then that's when you say, you know what? Don't ask me for shit else. You see how you acting when you was low? I gave it to you. Now the shoe is on the other foot, and now you sitting here bitching and complaining. So you know what? You keep that. You keep that. That what I gave you last time, don't you ever ask for anything else. Don't ever open up your mouth and ask me for anything else. Because no, I see who you are. I see your true colors. And at the end of the day, you only for yourself, and you're not for no one else. You want people to do things and help you. But when it comes to you helping other people, it's a problem. So therefore, you deal with your own problems and you figure it the fuck out. And like I said, life is a beautiful thing, and it's exactly what you make it. So go out there, learn from these lessons of life that's being, gifted upon you. No matter how bad you might feel it is, it's not bad. It's a lesson behind it. It's something in it that you need to learn. And once you learn it, you can then teach others how to move, how to stick and groove. Okay? It's like dancing. It's like people who it's like trainers, right? Gym trainers or whatever. Like they have to learn how to gain muscles and how to do this and how to lift weights and how to do all these things and right body postures, and they have to get qualified and all this other stuff. So now that they know, they can teach other people who can then learn from them and then go on to teach other people. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a biggie, okay? It's a biggie. But you have to want greatness for yourself. You have to want to be that leader for yourself. You have to not, dwell on the past and say, whoa, this is what happened to me. So I'm still stuck in the pain. I'm still stuck in the cycle of pain, and I'm not healed. And nobody want nobody that's unhealed. Like, baby, have you done the work on yourself? Have you healed? Have you healed your heart? Have you healed your traumas? Because we're not trauma bonding here. Because I'm the type of person, once you tell me something, and I'll tell you in your face, like, what that got to do with me. But what that got to do with me? What that got to do with me? You need to get your shit together. That ain't got shit to do with me. Grow. And I would tell you to grow up. Learn the lesson and grow up. And then that right there is a trigger for people, because now you're telling them to grow up. And even as at, me being myself, I've learned that sometimes my light shines too bright for people. Sometimes people can't handle the light that I bring. Like, they can't handle the positivity that I bring, or the realness that I bring, or just the authentic, the raw, authentic me that I bring, and it triggers them in a way, because now they look at me as, what's going on here? Like, what's going on here? What's this? Huh? What's this, sir? Huh? What's this, sir? What's going on here? And, like I said, when people run from you, it's not them running from you, it's them running from themselves. Because you're mirroring things in them that they gotta change. You're mirroring things in them that ain't good. You're mirroring things in them that spoil you. That's toxic. That's a waste. And they want to hold on to the waist, egotistical. They want to hold on to the waist. And you can't hold on to the waist. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. Being in an abusive relationship, you got to let it go. I don't give a fuck if you're married. I don't care if you got kids, because what are you teaching your children? You stand in a toxic relationship, because he looked good or she looked good, or because they got money and we look good when we walk down the street. What is that doing to your... Pull yourself the fuck back and say, what am I teaching my children? What am I teaching my child? What lesson am I bestowing upon them? That is what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to be in this fucked up ass relationship with people that treat you like shit, and because you have a kid or because you married, you're supposed to stay there and love them harder and love them. They don't fucking love themselves, so they can't love you and they can't love that fucking kid. You're fucking your own children up day by day, and you're not noticing it. Notice your child. Notice how they react in certain situations. Notice their behavior changes. Then you will understand the psychological damage you are doing to your child. And you can't sit here and say, oh, my parents was fucked up. No, you're a fucked up parent. No, you're a fucked up parent. They don't matter now. You are the person that we're talking about. Look what you're doing to your child. Look what you're doing to yourself. You're a fucked up individual to yourself. You your own worst enemy to yourself. It's like you're fucking up your child. You fucking up you. It's like, when is it gonna end? Hey, when is it gonna end? Are you gonna end it? Or are you still going to prolong it because you feel like it's the right thing to do? Right? Oh, this is the right thing to do. I have to stick this. Being an adulteress is not fun. You got people out here that's willy-nilly. They sleep with married men and they know these people are married. They don't care. But it's like, look at the sins you are placing upon yourself. That is a sin. That is karma attached to that. So you're going to deal with the karma. Whether it's his wife coming to beat your ass or something happening. Like, think about it. Maybe in your next life, you might be in a situation where your husband that you're so head over heels with is out there treating you like a piece of shit. You didn't give a fuck about the wife, so why in your next life or in your present life or in your future life, which means could be any time beyond now, will somebody else give a fuck about what you feel? Because you ain't give a fuck about what the other person felt, so why we gonna care about what you feel? What's happening? So it's like life is a big cycle of lessons and growth and changes. Most people know the right path that they're supposed to take, but they still detour and take the wrong fucking ones. And then they sit there and go, why is this so hard? Why do I do this to myself? Why do you? Why do you? Great questions to ask yourself. Great questions to ask yourself. Why do you self-sabotage? Why do you do the things that you do to yourself? The only person that can answer that is you. Be the leader you aspire to be, the true, raw, authentic leader. Create the stability that you desire to create. Create, the life you desire, that you deserve. If you want to travel the world unapologetically. If you want to live in a van unapologetically. If you want to work for yourself, create a career or become an entrepreneur, do it unapologetically. If you want to continue to be a worker and work for someone else for the rest of your life, then do it unapologetically, authentically you. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that matters. And can't nobody else make you realize it. Can't nobody else make you see it. Can't nobody else make you understand it. If you don't get it, then we pray that you will. And sometimes people just don't ever get it in their lifetime, and then they have to come back the next life and repeat the shit again. And the whole mission this lifetime is to repeat it, is to go through it, right? Not to repeat it, but it's to go through it. And sometimes you might have to repeat certain things over and over and over until you get it. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to repeat certain things over and over and over in a lifetime because you're not learning that lesson. But it's up to you. It is up to you. So guys, this was your morning message with me. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.